Hello everyone, Jiggy Tom here, back with another episode of Lunchcraft. Before we jump into today's episode, let's take a quick look at what I've been up to. Hello gentlemen. I should get the effect somewhere sometime soon. Hey. Excuse me, pardon me. Hey, holy cow, these guys are really hurting me actually. I need to get away. So this isn't shaping up to have gone as planned, but alas, we're fine. Everything's fine. Oh man, that was stressful. There we go. Sponge room. And I think hose? Oh yeah, hose. That's the tool you want to use. And another sponge room. Nice. So, as you can see, we took on an ocean monument, and we lived to tell the tale. Not only did we take on an ocean monument, but as you can see, I'm standing on an unfamiliar structure, and I will get to that in a little bit. But before I do, take a look at the progress I've made on the barn. So yeah, you guys, it's been a productive week to say the least, and now time to get started with today's episode. So yeah, we are on a new structure here. This is a little AFK spot, but I finally made a gunpowder farm. Let me just make my way down here, nice and slow, nice and slow. Oh wait, actually, I'd like to show you guys what I did here. So it's kind of a basic creeper farm where creepers are scared of cats, in case you didn't know. And it's a little 4-platform. Oh, and apparently this is a bat farm as well. I put a cat in each of the corners, and these carpets are to prevent spider spawns, and the trapdoors up top make it so that zombies and skeletons and obviously endermen can't spawn in here. So that leaves creepers. So they basically run away from the cats. These trapdoors they think are blocks they can walk on, so they walk straight into this water and drop, I think, 22 blocks all the way down to this little kill chamber down here. I have campfires here, so I can just passively get gunpowder, but I could remove those and use a looting sword if I really wanted to get extra gunpowder. But as you can see, I mean, honestly, I don't spend very much time up here AFKing, and I'm already getting quite a lot of rockets. So overall, pretty happy with that. Flight duration 3 rockets are super nice to have. In case you don't know, the crafting thing here defaults to flight duration 1, and I don't like that they don't have the other two options, but essentially if you want to make 2 and 3, you just add another gunpowder for each level additional. I don't know that the orientation matters. Yeah, it just has to be in there with paper. So yeah, just a heads up, FYI, in case this is your first time making rockets. But yeah, you can hear the creepers falling. Now let's go, okay, real quick, side mission here. This ocean monument was a freaking nightmare. Just to get set up here. Maybe it's just because I'm in hard mode, but I did not realize these guys hit so hard, and I'm not even gonna mess with them right now. But I brought a cow with me so I could have milk. Look how many of these guardians there are. But I got what I came for, which was some sponges, because I ended up moving my beacon to a more central spot in my base. Should be able to see the light here at some point. When I died, I rode Alfred over here. I got off around here, and I haven't been able to find him since, which is slightly concerning. But here's the beacon. It's a little more central, so it's 50 blocks in, I don't know if it's a circle or a square, but in every direction from this. It's ready for 5 more beacons, and that goes almost all the way down to the bottom of the world. There was a spot where it opened up in my cave. Oh, honestly, I've attempted recording this little educational moment for weeks now, and I've failed to do it because I just haven't been satisfied with the episodes that end up coming from, here's a little education. Back when I was building this little trim, those are called crenellations, where you've got the uppy bits and the downy bits. The uppy bits are merlons, downy bits are crenelles. And they're just like strategic positions for archers back in castle days. Here is the long-awaited barn. Maybe not long-awaited for you guys, but very much long-awaited for me. I've wanted to build somewhere to store my farmer villagers. Store them. Sounds horrible. To host them. Somewhere where I can trade. And this might not be the final structure. Actually, it won't be. I do want to add more. This is just so flat and open and boring, and I need to add a lot more over here. So I'm thinking, as far as the auto farms go, I'll probably occupy this whole flat area with a bunch of auto farms that condense, well, I guess all the goods that come from them will go to one centralized location. Here's the inside of the barn. Went with a nice little timber frame, and we've got some stone bricks, mixed in some moss and some walls just to give it a little bit of variation. Leave in the comments if you like that or not. I'm not sure I'm in love with it, but we have some variety at least, which is nice. That back wall that reflects this one, or I guess is opposite of this one in the back, does not have anything special. So I do need to go in and add some mossy bits there. Let's go take a sleep. Today, whoa. It's still going to be barn focused. I did want to get up the majority of the barn. Get up, build out the majority of the barn today, or before this video, so that we could kind of do a little more world building, detailing out this barn, migrating some things that are overdue. Let's see, I don't know. I'm probably going to want all of the spruce. And I think I'm going to do oak fences for the inside, and we will, we'll see what comes of this. I think primarily what I want to start with is moving some of these animals in. And I'm thinking, as far as farming these animals goes, I could easily create something similar to this. I assume this would work for pigs. I don't know that I care to collect mutton, but if I'm going to have a butcher, I would assume they would trade mutton. So something like that for pigs and sheep, and obviously still cows. The only different type of farm we're going to want for the sheep is an auto shearing dealio. Get a shovel out here and work on a path to the barn. I think we'll definitely have like a little circle around this. That's not going to work. Little post here. Maybe detail out this post area a little more with something there. This will not be Alfred's post forever. I hope Alfred's okay. I'm just concerned. I've looked several times since recording that last episode. I call it an episode. I was trying to record an episode and I just didn't have enough to make it feel complete at the end of the day, so I just clipped it and put it in the intro. And let's see. As far as today's episode is concerned, you may notice I don't have a timer going. And that is because, for that kind of same reason where, I don't know, I feel like I really want to fill up the 40 minutes every time, but truly I just want to play for those 40 minutes. It doesn't mean that all 40 of those minutes are going to be exhilarating content, and I'm coming to realize that that's not realistic. Like, yeah, it's hard to fill up every single minute that you play with something exciting that someone else is going to find exciting. And so I've taken out the timer for now in the upper left hand corner, and I'm just I'm just going to have a timer going, external, one that I can see from my phone. So here's a little path. Oh, now that I can't fly, that's great. But this will lead up, and I think this will go through. No, at least, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We'll at least go to the other side here, and I should probably have it come all the way up to the door here. We're going to leave it open. It'll be a nice open concept barn. I'll probably put doors on the sides here, just for a little bit of safety, but I think for now we're going to move the sheep and the pigs over here. One for sheep, one for pigs, until I get to doing something with them. And I should probably bring those cows over too. I like that little butcher stall, but I might like it more as a castle. So this whole blob of landmass might come down. It's a bold statement. We'll see. We'll see. I would love some opinions on that. I just don't. I want to bring everything kind of. I want a structure for everything. It's nice to have a little butcher shop with cows in it, but butchers in this game, they trade a lot more than just beef. So, okay, I don't remember pigs. I think they do both carrots and the other, it's not a vegetable. Potatoes. Thank you. Thanks for reminding me. All right, come on, piggies. Another problem I need to solve. I have almost maxed out the storage for the melon farm. That thing runs so well, and I need like a lot more farmers to be able to offload some of those melons and pumpkins. Let's just make some babies while we're at it. Very good, very good. I'll do a door for now, but I don't... Wow, the baby pigs are not that cute. Is that a controversial opinion? Maybe. Okay, I do have ladders. I'll use these for now. It's just a safer way for me to get in and out without potentially letting pigs out. Because if I... And I might use that to get to the next story. There's the carpet on the fence trick, which works, but it's not my favorite because it's a carpet on a fence. Yeah. You know, just not the most aesthetic thing. Maybe you could make it look good. Maybe I can make it look good. We'll see. All right, we need to put those carrots back. We need to grab wheat. And yeah, we want to leave those fence in our hotbar. Oh, this feels good, y'all. We are finally... Okay, if I could get the majority of you guys to follow me, that would be wonderful. This little pen up here has been an eyesore. These guys being over here has been an eyesore. We'll, any sheep that don't follow me, that is your death wish. Just saying. I don't need you all to follow me, but it would be ideal if you did. Yay! It feels so good having sheep in an actual barn. I must say, this feels really good, you guys. Yep, that's nice. Okay. And I think lastly, I do want to bring the cows over. I think I do. As for the rest of you guys, I'm sorry, but it was your choice to not come with me. And there are consequences to your actions. All right, get this cleaned up. We haven't even started detailing out the barn yet. You could call animals inside of the barn a slight detail to a barn, I guess. And let's at least get one of these things of cows out. Is there going to be an easy way to do this? Debatable. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that worked well. We're gonna get that set up again. That might be an off-camera task, because I also want to set that up with the sheep and the pigs, but I still want it to feel like a barn when you walk in there. I don't want it to feel like a factory farm. That I might have to do a little bit underneath the barn. Have a little secret area where I... Hello guys, come on. Where I have sort of the... It's not really an auto farm, but the more compact farm will be down there. Alright, come on in, your new home. And that's another thing I do want to make. Yeah, sure, why not? I did it to everyone else. You guys get a treat for following me, and your friends who didn't follow me are going to perish. Alright, enjoy your new home, everybody. Do they have a torch in here? Torches would be nice. And somewhat uniformity of where I place those would be nice. Cool. Torches in a barn feel appropriate. That's very, very pleasant. Great. So for the rest of the barn, I'm thinking inside we have these 2 stories here. We have this area in here, this kind of common area. And I'm thinking that this area here, as well as these different floors, would be nice to put farmers. I need a quick way to get up and down these stories, though. I don't know if climbing a ladder suits my fancy. Is that a thing people say? Okay, well, I'm also realizing this roof is not going to be spawn-proof. which poses a problem. Maybe this will take care of it, hopefully. We'll find kind of a good placement that looks alright. And maybe that's not on the actual thing there. Maybe it's something like this. Maybe. That one, we'll see. Okay, it's nighttime. I'm going to take a sleep, and I'll be right back. And it's daytime again. We're going to just take care of some of these wanderers. Come here. Oh, I was really hoping I could get him midair. Cool, cool. All right. As for detailing this thing out, I did do so in the schematic. Place my adventure chest down so I can get a crafting table and offhand. Here's a trick for quickly stripping logs. I'm literally holding right click right now, and yeah, just throw the log in your offhand. Makes stripping logs much faster. So we're gonna need a lot of the stripped spruce logs for shelves, which we'll be using to just add some accents. Right now, this barn, it looks good. It looks a little flat. So we're gonna just add just some touches around that bring it to life a little more. And okay, we have more spruce logs. I know I'm gonna need trapdoors, so let's just make a bunch of those with some of this. 32 will be a good start. So kind of the harder part, the real easy part will be this. Just some shutters on these windows because it rains from time to time. And we want to be able to close the windows. Not really, but make believe. So we'll quickly throw those on here. And we only have 8 left. We're going to need a lot more. But I'll show you. Let's just make the rest of this into trapdoors. And this part's going to be tricky, and we might want some sort of a temporary block, which we don't have a lot of. But we can go grab quickly. I moved the allays up here. Temporary blocks. Donde. That is where in Spanish. Is it used correctly? Maybe. Alright. I gotta say, flying makes navigating your environment so much faster. I must say it. And I love it. So here's the idea. We're gonna create a little rail, if you will. Okay, so it looks like you can't shift click those, so we'll just place them all and then click them all. This will look much better without the dirt, don't worry. Were you worried? Don't be worried. All right, get that knot in the right. That would work, but we want them all to be the same for consistency's sake. Get rid of our temporary blocks. And flip them all. Hey, get up. Let's take a look. Nice little railing that fits the aesthetic we're going for. It comes out just a little bit, which gives it a little bit more I don't know, depth. I think that's the right word. Let's make, I don't want to overdo it on the shelves. Let's see what we can do with what we have for now. I think what I did, these at the top of the beams just kind of look like, I don't know, a little more structural. And I could overdo this for days, but to me, just like, it gives it a little more structure. I don't know if I like it at the top, you know, because it looks like maybe that beam could go through to the top of this balcony here, and maybe that would look nice from the top, but you can kind of imagine there's a piece of the beam behind there. And then stuff like that, right? Like, that looks like it's a little more reinforced to be holding this beam coming across. We like that. Let's get it added to the entire front here so we can take a step back and look at it. Is it overdone? Is it looking good? We only have enough to kind of get an idea here. But you can see already, look how much more detail there is to look at. It kind of brings it all together. Okay, we are going to need more. And before we forget, let's slap this one on the back. I at least want to get the front laid out so you guys can kind of see my intentions for this build. Yeah, I think I like where it's a little wider at the bottom. Maybe I like that for all of them. Because you don't know if this is where those beams terminate. Maybe they still go up. Let's take a quick look at how that is. Also, torches are a thing, and I might want torches, so... yeah. I feel like I like it better with, maybe? Let's see, maybe it'll grow on me. For now, it's more so just saving resources that we'll use probably elsewhere. But I like that. All right, and then we need to go back up here. There are more windows that need shutters. Scaffolding would be nice. And I think we're going to need some more trapdoors before we get up there. Cool, that'll be enough for now. Just in case I need those guys up here. Alrighty. Okay, and I made them higher. Let's see if I can do this. I just put that on the wrong block. That'll do. And that will do. Let's replace this block. Head on over to this side. I'm not sure why those two blocks are missing. Looks like something we need to fix. If we really want to see the whole picture here. I didn't even realize that. Let's take a step back. Looks pretty good. I think where we know those beams terminate, so it looks like this beam could be going all the way through until, and yeah, to support that cross beam there. Ooh, it hurts. Something along these lines. That's definitely up there supporting the roof. I did something like, oh, and of course I don't. This is why it's nice to like do all of your resource gathering first and then do your building. Just give this a little more texture. I'm gonna need another. Let's just make lots. That is my definition of lots, is just like 4. Yeah. I don't know if you can... It's kind of nice to know that that's terminating. Maybe it would look better one more up? I don't know. Only one way to find out, and that's to take a look. And it's about to be another nighttime. I think it's looking pretty good. Looks a lot more Barney. Not like the purple dinosaur, but like a barn. Looking good. All right. Feeling pretty nice about this. I'm feeling nice about this. So, as for putting villagers in here, I don't know if we need these walls looking through. Initially, I was like, oh, it's a nice little window to see in there. But... Ooh. Flight duration 3 may be a little OP for short distance travel. I do want to... I think I want to close those windows inside the barn. I like the open concept, but if I'm going to be making little stalls for villagers, it would probably be better if they were closed. And we'll not worry about depth for now. My inventory is quickly becoming a mess. I'll just put some of these fences back. Keep the gates, why not? No, we won't. We won't be using those. And we got a lot of meat to put away. You know what would be good to have is a chest over there. Alright. I do want to... Oh, I was hoping I could fly through there. And that hurt. Come on. Let's fix this first. I'll just use normal. And here we go. Kind of defeats the purpose of having, oh no! Oh, I can't do that to the little baby. There you go, get on. Okay, yeah, defeats the purpose of having spruce down here. And I'm gonna reclaim that because that stuff's expensive, man. It's a lot of tree chopping to get all that. What do you guys think for the floors in here? Grass inside a barn, not very logical. I'm thinking if I'm gonna keep the pens around, just so it looks like a barn, it is kind of a front for my compact farms that I'm gonna keep in the basement. But I think, you know, maybe some packed mud, coarse dirt would look good where those pigs are. And maybe in general, I mean, if you've ever seen like a real life horse stall, or where cows like to graze, so cows having grass is kind of it makes sense. But the pig pen, I think, yeah, maybe even just coarse dirt sprinkled throughout. Oh, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. This one for sure, I would like to do something with the floors. Sheep, maybe they don't need grass, but, well, they do if they are gonna... If I'm gonna get any utility out of them, they're gonna need grass so they can grow back their wool. Let's get some of our resources back. Sir, can you get out of the... Don't even think about it. Oh, you guys. Little escape artists, you. Yeah, that's good. And maybe also the windows... I do like these windows. I'll have to come up with some sort of design to put villagers in. Yes, it'll be somewhat compact. Maybe it'll be start there. And it won't be gray, don't worry. This is just kind of to mock it up. So I could have 3 there. Or maybe 1 there. I don't know if I love that layout. I'm just thinking the corner is kind of weird, and it's like a weird depth. I'll start by filling that out. Oh, and we want to get our spruce back, so let's do that. Really, I just wanted to get the structure down for the barn because I knew I was going to want to get in there and actually detail things out by hand. I was using Axiom to design it in Creative. I created a duplicate of this world in Creative just to kind of rough it out. It's such a nice mod for building, I must say. But sometimes I just like to build from my heart. It sounds so corny. No, but for real, it is nice to just kind of see what comes out. And so maybe, let's see here. For the inside, it might make sense to... Maybe I give them a little more room. That's 3, that's 3. I really don't know. I really don't know how I want to break that up. And I also don't want to block the window, but maybe this back window doesn't need to exist. So look how flat it looks without the shutters. Or I totally convert the second story into a trading hall situation with the farmers. Then I can keep the bottom here nice and open, or the third story even. Trading hall. Getting villagers up there sounds like it'll be very fun. Yeah, I'm going to have to play around with that a little bit more and figure that out. Let's see. Oh, a couple things I forgot to mention in the beginning. I did finally get the rest of my armor netherited, and I think my sword as well, in addition. Oh, I was going to put this chest down in here. And put down just some of the animal goods. Yeah. I'm liking it so far. So I don't know that I need to keep all of these cows now. I think I have enough to start fresh. And we've already been recording here for about 35 minutes, so I think I'm gonna get rid of these guys. I do want to keep the I want to keep this here for now just to reference it for in there. But I'm going to work on getting some villagers in there for next time. At least get some of that mocked up to show you guys. And yeah, maybe a little more barn detailing for next video. But let me know what you guys think of all those changes we made. All the additions we made and changes, and what you think we could do for the barn. I've been just composting the leftovers. This was over full, and then also I went over to the creeper farm and unloaded the chunk, and the minecart stopped moving. So, anyways, I'm producing quite a bit of melons. I'm just double checking all my stuff here. Look at all these bone blocks. That's just stacks and stacks of bone meal. Sorry, distracted. We moved the beacon. I went over that briefly. Finished upgrading my armor set with netherite. Still have a couple more tools to do. Ocean Monument. You guys saw the sad moment where I attempted to even just approach the Ocean Monument and got wrecked. Luckily, I recovered everything. I got sponges from that. We got an operational gunpowder farm that's making more than enough gunpowder for now. I can always add additional layers later. And you guys saw a little time lapse of my tree chopping and barn build. I've got some more spruce tree chopping to do between now and next time. And we had some barn detailing work. So overall, very productive episode. And let's sign off our book and get it on the shelf. We're already on the second row. Look at that. Well, you guys, thanks for joining along on today's episode of Lunchcraft. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.